You're accused of felony hit and run, an attempted murder, and an accident involving Dr. Eve Lambert. Did you hear what I said?
Yes, I heard.
Your arraignment's today. You still have time to call your own attorney.
Like I told you before, I don't need one.
You do if you're working for Jordan Harris.
Who?
And you hit Dr. Lambert intentionally.
Look, it was an accident.
Well, then, why'd you run? What are you hiding? Look, you're obviously in way over your head, and you need help. From what I understand, your court-appointed attorney is on the way.
Hey, Garcia. You must be my new client.
Dr. Perry to radiology. Dr. Averill Perry to radiology.
Hey. Hey. Are you all right? I told you you would be. Promise you. I love you. Always have. We're gonna have a life together. We'll have a future, I promise you.
See, I know this isn't what you want to hear. Oh, and I don't want to hurt you.
Then don't. Don't, Doc. All you need is just a little time.
No, Lucy, as wonderful as last night was, it has to be over.
Like hell it does.
You're the attorney on this case?
Yep. Doing the pro bono work, Garcia.
But how can you do it?
Tell me about it. I've been working like a field hand lately.
No. I'm talking about this particular case.
Why is that?
You haven't read the report?
I was in the middle of lunch. I got the call. You know, I just got over here.
Then you don't know what happened.
Yes, I do. It was a hit and run. My name's Scott Baldwin. What's your name?
I don't want your help.
That's a very nice name. Garcia, let me have a few minutes with my client.
Well, I think you better take a look at the report first.
All right, let's see. It says here you're driving late the other night in a rented car. False ID, you hit someone, you left the scene of the accident. They suspect you might have hit intentionally.
I did not.
The investigation is still open. It's a possibility we're looking into.
What makes you think it was intentional?
Keep reading.
So, what?
You'll know when you see who the victim is.
Eve Lambert.
That's right.
Garcia, Eve is dead.
She's not.
Are you telling me that Eve is alive?
Joe. Yeah, just me.
What are you doing here?
Well, I figured you were getting a little ripe by now, so I brought you a change of clothes.
Thanks.
So you want to tell me what's going on here?
What? A friend of mine's in trouble. I'm trying to comfort her.
No, it's more than that. You know it, so do I. And other people will, too, if you aren't careful. That could have been Kevin that walked in here. And he's a mess already. He doesn't need...
I know how upset Kevin is. I'm aware of it. He's every right to be. I put Eve in harm's way, but I swear to you, I tried to get her home safe.
And you did. Now she's back. With her husband. It's just what you wanted, right? Come on, Ian, you forget. I know how you felt about Eve. And that's why you decided to leave poor Charles.
Yes, but it didn't happen. We were kidnapped and thrown in together.
So what? What happened? What happened while you were gone?
Things changed, Joe.
With who? You? Eve changed. She fell in love with you, too. That's what happened.
Doc, it is not over between us. It can't be.
Lucy, things have changed.
No, they haven't.
Listen,
Doc,
please, listen to me.
No, you listen to me. I love you. I told you I love you. And we admitted to each other that we're soulmates. We always have been, and we both know that, and I know you love me. Otherwise, you couldn't have made love to me like that.
Lucy, I thought Eve was dead.
Okay, well, then maybe we wouldn't have slept together if you had known that. But you know how you feel about me, Doc. You know that. And you know you have felt that way a long, long time before you even knew Eve was gone.
Lucy, please listen to me. Eve was kidnapped. She's been through God only knows what. And she almost died last night for real because I didn't answer the door. Because...
I know why. Because we were making love. Is that what this is about? Is it guilt? Do you feel
She's
guilty?
in the hospital. She's in intensive care. She needs me. I can't just walk away from her.
Then tell me you can walk away from me.
This isn't the time or the place for that.
Yes, it is. Oh. You look at me, and you look right in my eyes, and you tell me right now that you can just get up and walk away from me and never look back. Go ahead and you say it. Say it. You can't do it, can you?
Garcia, what are you talking about?
I thought you already knew about Eve.
I knew that Eve was blown up in a car with Thornhart.
Apparently not.
But they got the DNA results back.
Yeah, I know, and we're checking into that, but it wasn't them in that car.
Who was in the car and where's Eve been?
She was with Thornhart. She had been kidnapped by an enemy of his, Jordan Harris. They managed to escape and make their way back to Port Charles, and that's when she was hit crossing the street from the lighthouse.
Is she okay?
Well, she's at the hospital now. I don't know any more than that.
What makes you think that it wasn't an accident?
We're looking into the possibility that your new client is working for Harris's organization.
Is that true? Did you come here to kill Eve?
God, no! I've never even heard of this Harris person everybody keeps talking about.
Garcia, let me have a couple of minutes, okay? So where were you driving to?
I was just passing through.
Passing through? That's not exactly a highway.
I got lost.
Where were you headed?
New York City.
New York is south. You were going north. Where are you from?
Albany.
Originally.
I don't have to answer that.
What is your real name?
I don't have to tell you.
The hell you do!
anything.
You're gonna answer some questions here.
Hey, what's going on?
Garcia, just let me have a couple of minutes.
Scott, come on.
Things under
Let's
control.
go.
No. Listen, I'm telling you, I need to talk to her for a
Do
little
you
bit.
want to get this case thrown out of court? Now, come on, let's go.
See, I'm gonna tell you something. She's hiding something.
Yeah, I know, and that's what we're trying to find out. But leave that to us, okay? And go see Eve. I'll tell the judge there was a conflict of interest here. We'll get her another attorney.
Yeah, you're gonna get her an attorney because if I find out that she had anything to do with trying to kill Eve, I will make sure that she spends the rest of her life in Sing Sing.
Ian.
Dr. Chris Tyson, physical therapy.
Look,
Dr. Chris
I understand how close you and Eve might have gotten while you were away.
Away? What do you think this was, some kind of a holiday?
I'm just trying to make some sense out of this, okay? But this is Eve we're talking about here. It wasn't all that long ago that she and Kevin got married. I was at their wedding. It wasn't just for show. They were crazy about each
They
other.
were having problems.
That they were trying to work out.
They didn't work them out.
No, she fell in love with you. Look, Ian, are you sure she feels the same way about you?
Am I? No, it's some fantasy in my head. Yes, I'm sure. What are you suggesting?
Look, maybe, I'm just saying, if she wasn't so vulnerable that...
That what? What do you think? I persuaded her to fall in love with me? Huh? That when we were locked up, I used that time to take advantage of her. For the love of God, Joseph. I tried my best to stay away from her. And not just in that filthy dungeon, but right here in Port Charles. That's why I was leaving town.
Look, Ian, I'm not blaming you here. I know you didn't set out for this to happen.
But it did happen. And it was real. And Joseph, I've never felt anything like this in my life. To love like this, and to be loved, I'm not letting it go. As soon as she wakes up,
She's gonna tell Kevin, isn't she?
I knew it. I knew it, Doc. I knew you couldn't just walk away from me. I know you can't just turn off the feelings you have for me.
But I can't just turn my back on Eve.
I know. I wouldn't want you to, not especially while she's lying in a hospital bed.
It's not just for that reason.
I also know that it's because you have a commitment, and after everything she's been through, I understand that, Doc. I do.
I'm not sure you do.
Don't worry about me. You know, I can wait as long as it takes now that I know I have something to wait for.
Lucy, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. Yes, I have feelings for you. And no, I can't just turn them off. But I have feelings for Eve, too, and they go beyond commitment. And I can't guarantee how this will play out.
It's in the hands of the universe now, and I know it's gonna work out for the best.
Someone's going to get hurt, and that never works out for the best.
But there is one thing I trust more than fate, more than the universe, and that, Doc, that's us. And what we mean to each other, what we've always meant to each other.
Mark, there you are. Thank goodness. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hi, Victor.
Oh, Lucy, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ignore you. I've just been looking high and low for Monk. Thank you.
Why? What happened?
There's news about Eve's kidnapping. I've heard from some of my sources.
Did they find Harris's body?
No, but they're working on it. They're finally beginning to close in on the person who altered the DNA results. It looks as if we'll know very soon who it was who wanted you to think that Eve was dead. SoapNet, devoted to soaps and you.
Nurse Smith, 319 East. Nurse
This is gonna kill Kevin. Hearing Eve say she's fallen in love with you.
it'll kill me if he doesn't.
Excuse me, Dr. Thornhart. Could I have a word with you in private?
Yeah, I'm gonna check on Eve.
What do you want?
Some new information just came in on the hit and run.
And?
Forensics ruled it an accident. Based on the investigation of the car and skid marks, it showed proof the woman tried to brake.
What about the Harris connection?
Doesn't look like there is one.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Saw the whole thing, and the woman was pretty shaken up.
Yeah, well, we had to check into it anyway, you know, just to make sure you and Dr. Lambert are protected from any further danger.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
How's she doing?
She's improving.
We're still holding the woman who hit her for leaving the scene.
Why do you think she ran?
We don't know yet. I'll need you to come down to the station to sign a statement.
Later.
Her arraignment's coming up.
Cluso. I'm not going anywhere until I know that Eve's all right.
Dr. Martine to radiology.
Dr. Martinez, 5426.
So you're saying for someone to switch the DNA result, they have to have access to the hospital's computer system?
What I'm saying is that the DNA results had to have been switched by someone right here in the hospital.
Why in the world are we even discussing this? It's done. I mean, the important thing is Eve and Ian are alive. They're okay.
Because someone went to a lot of trouble to make us think they were dead.
But, Doc, what's important is getting Eve better. You know, we haven't checked her on in a while. Maybe we better go do that.
Soon. I want to hear this first.
Well, okay, fine, but I still think it's just a complete waste of time.
Lucy, the police have to follow up everything, not just what happened to Harris.
Well, did they find out anything else?
About Harris?
Yes.
Well, they found his compound just as Ian described it. Signs of struggle, blood. So far, nobody's found a body.
Do they even know if he's alive or not?
Well, it's beginning to look highly unlikely. But that doesn't mean that Eve and Ian are necessarily out of danger. He had a substantial organization, and it's even been suggested that whoever altered the DNA results was on his payroll.
And working right here in the hospital?
No, not just someone with access to a hospital computer.
You don't know for sure that the DNA results were changed right here at the hospital, right?
Yes, we do, Lucy. It turns out that the GH lab tech who ran the tests still had the original of what had entered into the computerized records. Those results were altered almost immediately after he input them, so it had to have been done on a hospital computer.
Well, the person could have made a mistake. I mean, people make big mistakes all the time. Look at the presidential thingy, you know, with the pregnant Chads and the dimple Chads and those butterfly ballots. Yeah, you know, that could have happened, a
Lucy,
mistake.
This was deliberate, and it was done right under our noses. Hospital personnel are being interviewed to see if anybody noticed anything suspicious that day. Luckily, we've got a pretty good idea when it was done. So that should make it very easy to check the tapes from the security cameras.
Unthinkable, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is unthinkable.
Don't worry. We're going to find out who did this. And when we do, that person is going to be looking at up to 4 years in prison.
Yeah, besides having to answer to me, I want them to know exactly what it feels like to be made to believe that your wife has died.
Dr. Collins to ICU. Dr. Kevin Collins
That's
to
Eve.
ICU.
I have to go.
I'll go with you.
Oh, Scott, hi.
Lucy, Eve and Ian are alive. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah. It's amazing, isn't it?
Why didn't you tell me?
Well, I would have, but I didn't get a chance. It happened so fast, and Doc was really very upset.
Well, is Eve okay?
Yeah. They think she's going to be fine. How did you hear about it?
The judge appointed me to represent the girl who hit her.
You're not going to take that case, are
No,
you?
of course not. But I wanted to see Eve.
Right. Did you happen to tell Serena yet?
No, not yet. I just want to make sure that Eve's okay.
She's going to be really happy, don't you think? Serena's going to be thrilled to know Eve's alive.
Yeah. It's weird, though, you know, with his DNA results and everything.
Pal, it's really kind of funny and ironic that you should mention that DNA stuff right at this very minute.
Why is that?
Look, I really, really could use your help right now.
Joseph, I want to see her.
No, you need to wait.
Wait for what? You know how I feel about her.
That's
I need to
just
get in there.
it. You need to think real hard about what you want to do here.
Eve and I love each other, and Kevin should know that.
Is that why you paged me?
Kevin.
I need to know what? Is something wrong with Eve?
No, there's nothing wrong.
Then what were you just talking about?
Eve's awake. She's a little groggy, but she's talking. She's lucid.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Well, Dr. Khan just finished examining her. I just wanted to make sure of the results.
Which are?
Well, it looks good. The headache's just an after effect of the head trauma. It's nothing permanent.
Good. Do you mind if I see her?
Actually, she asked to see both of you.
Did she say why?
Hey. I just hope you know what you're doing.
Dr. Martinez, 5426. Dr. Rosa Martinez, 5426.
She doesn't remember.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next Port Charles.
Next, Port Charles.
So tell me, Chris, how much is my vanishing act worth to you?
More money than you've ever seen, little brother.
What kind of a person makes a man believe that his wife has died?
I changed the DNA results on Ian.
Admit it, the day is never complete without your daily dose of Erica Kane and All My Children. Eventually, Erica will settle down and find someone special again. But is it today? You're going to have to watch and find out. Luckily, All My Children is coming up next here on SoapNet.